No, not the whole family. You know, listen, it's River's birthday today, and he is so pooped out that he's
Oh,
been
that's
napping for
right.
3 hours. So, yeah, listen, I don't have a calendar in anyone else's kids. It's okay. But, you know, I think he's getting used to older age because we nap more the older we get. And, you know, he's just been sleeping most of his birthday. So, but Emmy and I are having fun. You want to say hi to Drew? Hi, Drew, she says.
Hi, Emmy.
What are
Hi,
you doing
Emmy.
today?
The pool's about to flood.
Yeah, the pool is about to flood because Daddy left the hose on, and I can't go shut it off because we're in the middle of a forecast. So we'll figure it out. But Drew, we got to get the kids together sometime. I'm telling you, we'll talk about that offline.
For sure.
But weather-wise today, it is perfect for the weather that we have today. It's perfect for pools outside. We've had a little bit of humidity as well added to our forecast. Here's your official highs, hot off the press in the last hour or so. 88 Akron, 87 in Cleveland, ditto that in Mansfield. None of this was a record today, but we are obviously on the warmer side of average. Temperatures right now still in the 80s outside area wide, and 90 right now at our sensor in Akron. How about that? And the reason why we've warmed up over the last 24 hours because we've turned that wind around. It is key this time of year. Remember, it was blowing at us from the northwest all week. Well, now it's out of the west and the south. You can see the dew points have really come up. We've got that muggy air area wide. Dew points up near 70, indicating some thick air. And look at the dew points across the country. Boy, is it really thick in St. Louis. A dew point of 77. It's more humid in St. Louis right now than it is down in areas of Florida, believe it or not. And that humidity is coming our way. So we are in for a pretty humid week around here. And at the front line of that, where the heat meets some of the cooler air up in Canada, you get these explosive storms that are in clusters. Many areas are dry, but some areas experiencing some pretty big storms. That's going to be our weather map really every day this week where we have a chance of storms, but there's going to be many hours dry that are dry in between. And that's all because this frontal boundary is heading our way in from the west. And it'll all start with a warm front tonight and tomorrow. And that'll really ramp up our temperatures, as you'll see here in the forecast tomorrow. But for your Sunday night, absolutely no problems, barely even a cloud in sight, just a couple of puffy clouds that are of the fair weather variety. So tonight, it is going to be turning more humid. Temperatures only falling back to near 70 degrees, but overall we are dealing with clear skies. Beautiful night to get on out. Your National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast agrees with that. You can see temperatures tomorrow morning, not quite as cool as where we've been. We'll still have some 60s on there, but notably more 70s as we bring in that humidity tomorrow morning. As we go throughout the day tomorrow, I am expecting lots of sunshine around. It'll be kind of a hazy sunshine as we continue to increase that humidity. I think temperatures ought to impress. Our model saying mid to upper 80s. I'm going to go low 90s tomorrow. I think we'll get there with lots of sunshine throughout the day. And keep in mind that humidity will be there as well, so it'll feel more like the mid and upper 90s at times. So we're back to the heat. Make sure you take those precautions in terms of hydrating and all that jazz. Tomorrow night, we are still clear. Temperatures still thick, though, in the 70s. And then Tuesday, that's when our next chance of storms arrive. It's not a slam dunk that we're going to get storms, but the expectation is we'll have a boundary working in here. That boundary, if it does settle over northern Ohio, which I'm expecting it to, will trigger afternoon and evening showers and storms. Some of those could be on the stronger side. But again, this pattern models do not have a good time with, and they tend to displace the storms by 25, 50 miles or so. So we'll see what happens. But watch what happens throughout the course of the week. We deal with this boundary across the Ohio Valley every single day. So while the models right now have us dry, don't be surprised if we still introduce some showers and storms because that boundary is so close. So we'll keep them in the forecast almost all week long. Overall, if you do have dry grass, which many of us do, or dry gardens, I would be advised that you should probably still water them because a lot of areas are going to see dry conditions for much of the week as well. Universal Windows Direct 7-day forecast. 92 tomorrow, 87 on Tuesday. That's when we introduce those storm chances. By Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we just have isolated chances, but still on the warm side. And then as we go into next weekend, Sunday, Monday, I think a cold front moves in here, and that ought to sweep out this pattern and bring another fall-like pattern back in as we begin a week from now. How about that, Drew? We'll send it back to you. I've got water everywhere. This pool is overflowing.